Hi guys and welcome to a new video on my channel. That's me, Salam Barkat, and here we start the video. Today we're going to explain the variables, and here we explain what are variables. Variables are like a space in the memory that you can store something like a value or a state of something. It is just for storing data. Okay, so here we start as usual with the main microcontroller. Okay, it's Arduino Uno, and we need the breadboard small to put the things on it. You can put a resistor. The first thing you have to do is connecting the power wires. Okay, here is the ground pin. Okay, you can change the color. Okay, and here is the VCC pin or the 5 volts wire. Okay, sorry, just few mistakes. And here we go. Here it's okay. The breadboard has the electricity, the full electricity, 5 volts. Okay, and here we start. uh, we'll not connect it directly, we'll not do that, but if we try to do it, it will work like this, but we don't like this. Okay, so we stop simulation and can change the color, put it like here. Okay, what do you understand now? The LED is connected to digital pin number 2. So if you wanna put an output signal to this LED, you just put it using this pin, digital 2. Okay, we can add another LED, put another resistor. The most important thing is that change this from 1 kilo ohm to 220 ohms. Okay, it's not so important, but it's preferred to use this resistor. Okay, 220 ohms. Okay, and as usual the resistor connected to the ground. You can connect the resistor to any of the positive or negative, the pin or the negative. Okay, change the color, and here we go. Just start the code, not blocks, of course, text. Continue. How can we put the variables in the code? Variables here will put or make a name to the pins. We have pins number 2 and 3, so we can name them. So let's call 2, let's name it LED1. So we can use int, an abbreviation to the word integer, which means correct numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0 and 1, or the negative numbers. Okay, like -1, -2. Okay, so we have here and the name, for example, AED1 and equal 2. And don't forget to put the semicolon at the end of the line. Okay, another int LED2 to the pin 3. Okay, here we can make alternative ways, like just wanna put a comment with the double slash to put a comment. So what is after the double slash is not read by the compiler, so it's not a part of the code. It's just for clarification. Okay, So put here hash define LED 1 to the pin 2 without a semicolon. You can use this, okay? You can use this instead of this, and it will do the same. This using the hash define is preferred to be used with pens like what I use, okay? I just wanna put a value to the pens and names, okay? Another one, hash define, sorry, wait, letter LED2 to the pin number 3, okay? You can use these alternative ways, but I will let them in the code if you wanna use them. These are also right, okay? These are also correct. Using the int and after then the name, then equal, then the number of the pen, then the semicolon. You can use another one, but not for a uh, not for a pen. You can use this int state equals 1. These are other types of integers like boolean state equals false. I don't know if false. False. The small letters. Okay. Bool state equals true. It's also correct. We have float for non-integer numbers like 3.2, 3.5, the numbers that are not correct or exact. Okay. For example, num, which is an abbreviation to number. Okay, equals 3.5. And here's the semicolon. So you just don't need this. It was just for clarification. Okay, so let's continue our code. What is the pin mode setup for the LEDs? It's of course output. So what can you do here? You can use 3 and 2. Okay, like the previous video. Control C here and Control V. Okay, can use 2 and 3 as output. But why did I use the variables to name the pins? So this is correct, but I don't prefer to use it. So LED1, and that's why I wrote variables. Okay, not to write the pins or the pin numbers, but write their names here. Okay, just for making the code easier. You just know this is lead 1, so you have here lead 1. You just don't need to memorize or know that lead 1 is on pin number 2. Okay, here we finish the void setup, and here we come to the void loop. Okay, uh, of course you can put here LED1 on high, and high is equivalent to 1. Okay, it's a boolean value, 1 or 0. Okay, like true or false, high or low. Okay, they are the same. So delay 1000 milliseconds. Okay, 1000 milliseconds is equivalent to 1 second. Okay, you can put here lead 2 1. You can use like blinking between the two leads. Okay, so we can put this here, Control C, and here Control V. We can put this 0 and then copy this and come here, Control V. This will be 0, and another LED will be on. Okay, the start simulation. It's like blinking between two lids, okay? For 1 second here and 1 second here. This is on and another one is off. While after 1 second, the another one is on and this is off. This is what's happening here. There is another importance for the variables. Okay, if you have a sensor and when you read data from a sensor, you can write if the sensor gives you a digital data or reading signals. Okay, digital read. Okay, so use digital read. Okay, sorry, digital read, and you then put here the pin number. For example, 4. If I have a sensor, that's that. Where can you store this? You just store it in a variable. So you can use int, for example, value. So the signal that comes from the sensor and its digital read to the pin of the sensor is just stored in a variable called value. So you have let's turn on the serial monitor. Serial.begin 9600 and then close the row and semicolon. Okay, and here serial dot print ln, which is new line, to the value to the value. So now let's search for a digital sensor. You can use a push button. Okay, I'll explain everything in the coming videos. Okay, so don't worry. There's a resistor and the negative. Here's the positive here. 2 and come here and eliminate to the pin number 4. Here to the pin number 4, we set the pin of the push button. Okay. Here we start. Here we set the code. Okay. Start simulation. Here's our code working, but there is a delay here, so we're just trying. There is a delay, so we'll delete this properly. So start simulation, the lids will be off. Okay, but we're just reading the data from the sensor. Sorry. Replace this. Okay. And this once here to there we go. It is 0, and when I click, it's 1. So here we read the data from this sensor, digital read, which is 0 or 1, 0 or 1. So when I click the push button, it gives 1, and when I let it release it, it gives 0. Okay, So it's digital read and print to the serial monitor. What is the serial monitor? This is the serial monitor. And how can I activate it? Using this line serial.begin. Okay, to the frequency 9600, and here we can print the code. So let's do Control Z, restore the code, start simulation. Let's see with the delay effect. Of course, it affects, but it's just the speed of response. Okay, just the speed of response. So here we know what are variables, and here we use variables instead of the pin numbers, and here we store the value that comes from the push button to the digital read to the value. Okay, and here our video is finished, and here we finish here, and see you in the coming videos, and please like and subscribe and share the video. Okay, bye.